Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, General Shepherd. Just sending this midweek check-in video out to you this week, and it's good to connect this way. And yeah, I'm standing here in front of some open doors, and kind of symbolic of us reopening and being able to regather coming up on Sunday, June the 28th. And we're really looking forward to that and getting ready for that, and that's why I wanted to send this video out to you. I think it's really important to say not everyone is going to agree on how we're doing this, and not everyone will have different ideas of the safest practices and the best way to go about this. Some people don't even think all of this is necessary. However, we've been really careful to follow the counsel and the guidelines of our government and those over us in authority. And so, yeah, the government says we can reopen at 30% and use some physical distancing measures as well. So that's what we're planning on doing, and looking forward to that. And I just hope and pray, I know that everyone will be gracious with one another, especially when people disagree on little things. God's grace is really important to apply. His grace for us and His grace applied to situations. So as we get together, let's be gracious with one another and just take it one day at a time. So when you gather on the 28th, the front doors might form a little bit of a bottleneck. So you might just have to, make sure, it all just come in together. Just let one person at a time, or a couple at a time, a family at a time come in. Make sure we keep that 2 meter distance thing. So come on in. As we go in, there'll be this good old hand sanitizer stuff. So make sure you sanitize your hands and wash your hands here as much as possible as we are doing our reopening and regathering. So yeah, come on in. The washrooms and library, probably one at a time in there, simply because of the closed quarters. So we'll just be respectful and kind of keep an eye on each other and kind of one at a time into the washrooms. Into the worship center, you'll notice a couple changes in here. First and foremost, it's going to be the seating. We have to keep 2 meters apart in all directions from each other. So we'll be every other pew in terms of seating in here. And as you can see, I have kind of given you an idea of what that will look like. Blocked off some pews, so families will have to sit. So for example, if I'm sitting here and Amanda's sitting here, we can sit together. Family units, couples can sit together, and then 2 meters apart, the next couple or individual or family unit can sit. So yeah, and then every other pew. So it's gonna look a little bit different in here. All of us spaced out, not hopefully spaced out, but spaced out, if you know what I mean. So it'll look a little different in here. Also masks, I wanna talk about masks. Face masks are recommended by the province. In fact, the province is recommending now that everyone wears a mask when they leave their home. It's a recommendation, and definitely here we're not making face masks mandatory, but definitely recommended if that's what you want to do, especially in the midst of the worship service. You may want to wear one, or you may not, but it's totally up to you. But I wanted to talk about that as well. Yeah, I mean, so many aspects of our worship service, we want to be as normal as possible. And so we'll just need to be sensitive to each other, even around issues like singing. We probably want to sing quietly, or not sing in somebody's face or anything like that. The face mask might help with singing as well, but again, singing is a part of our worship and we want to sing, but we just in this time want to be really aware of others. An awareness of others will be really important. And I think one of the things this pandemic has done for us is caused us to be aware of others, how our actions affect other people. A face mask don't just protect yourself, they protect other people, that kind of thing. And so even in our singing, we want to be sensitive and aware of what's going on around us. So yeah, it's you know, it's a new world, it's a new day. We passed by the offering box. We're not going to be passing plates anymore in worship simply because of the it's not very hygienic, and so you'll notice a place to put your offering. I encourage the online giving to continue. I know that's something we do as a family now. It's really simple and really easy, so we hope that people will just continue to give online or through e-transfers. But if you do want to, and a lot of you like to do that, bring in your offering physically. There's a little box here that you can just place your offering in on the way in, and that's between you and God, and it's a kind of a neat way to do it anyway, just to put in your offering before the Lord, and we won't be passing offering plates and that kind of thing. Let's go out to the fellowship hall so you can see that. Again, there's another tithe or offering box and some more of this good stuff. But you'll notice the kind of the rows of chairs. These are 2 meters spaced spaces in between. And again, similar to in the worship center, just 3 chairs in between individuals and family units. So again, if you're sitting here, just 3 chairs, and then someone else can sit going that way, and then the chairs are spaced properly going back. So at the back here too, you'll notice some family tables we set up. Maybe a family wants to sit at a table and just worship together. Pastor Paul and Paige have put together some kits for the kids as well. I'm going to show you those in a moment. But you might want to gather at a table like that. Again, they have to be properly spaced so we can't get too many tables in. But that's kind of what it's going to look like in here. And hopefully the sound will be good. I think Pastor Paul is going to set up some better speakers out here so that the sound is good all around. So let me show you these kits for the kids. And we do encourage families and to come together. Yeah, these are the kits here that Pastor Paul and Paige have put together. There's activities and some coloring to do, and this has got healthy snacks in there as well. So it's really great that Family Ministries have thought ahead and got those together for the kids as well, and we got lots. So again, we can take in 130. Our total capacity at our building here in Eugenia is 435. So 30% of that is 130 people. And yes, we'll have someone counting. And yes, unfortunately, if we get to the 130, we're going to have to encourage folks just to go and watch the service live stream. And because we will have to close the doors kind of at 130. I'm not too worried about that, at least for the first few weeks back. I think a number of folks will kind of wait and wait a little longer before they venture back out. But we do have our new video camera installed and video equipment, and so the live streaming will start on the 28th of June as well. We're going to take a few minutes in our service together before the live stream starts, just to be able to worship a little bit together, pray together, for people to be able to share their prayer requests and to pray for people by name before the live stream starts. And then the live stream will start and take in the rest of the service for those who want to watch at home. And for those online viewers that we've been getting as a part of our congregation now. We may never see them, but they see us, and they're involved in worship online. So it's kind of exciting days. So anyway, that's kind of some of the things I wanted to talk about. I hope I covered some of the things that I wanted to mention. I'm sure I haven't covered everything. Similarly though, when we leave on Sunday, we'll try to have the doors open to reduce the amount of contact you have to have with doors and surfaces. But again, the church is going to be all cleaned well before next Sunday as well. And then feel free when the service is over, mingling again, proper distancing in place. That might be a good thing to do outside, out in the fresh air. And you're welcome to use any exit door in the building when you leave the building. If there's a bottleneck at the front doors, you can use any of our doors to exit with. So anyway, a little video to help us get ready to regather on the 28th of June. We do hope you can make it, and obviously we do pray for God's ongoing grace in our lives and protection in our province, that He will continue to help those suffering with this virus to heal and recover, and that He would protect us going forward. So God bless you, be at peace, and we'll see you Sunday. This Sunday, Father's Day, it will be online, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.